Good evening, good evening, good evening. Today is still Friday. Let me see, hold on, y'all. Today is still Friday, July 5th, 2024. I am back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. As always, I'm forever grateful. I'm grateful. I knew I couldn't do this alone. I can't watch my own videos over and over again, so I appreciate what y'all doing for me. I really do. And I won't forget it when I make it to the top. I don't know when that's going to be, but I won't forget it. I'm a generous person when I have, so just keep that in mind. Very humble individual, but I'm arrogant and selfish and self-centered when I need to be. And there's a time where you need to be that way also. There's a time where you need to be selfish. There's a time where you need to be self-centered. And there's a time where you don't need to think about nobody but yourself. And you have to learn to know when that time is. Or you will be drained dry by these users, manipulators, and abusers out here. So, on to the topic. Now, y'all know when it comes to dating, not just dating, life in general, the old days compared to the modern times is totally different. And we all know, well, not all of us know, well, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. The world, life, people, the earth, the climate, everything is constantly changing, whether you like it or not, right? And you don't have to do nothing to make it change. It's going to change without your permission, without your help, without your say-so. Things going to keep changing. So, with that being said, the life we live in now, the rules, regulations, norms, things we used to do, we don't do it that way no more, especially when it comes to dating and life in general. The dynamic between men and women have changed dramatically from 40 to 50 years ago up until now. What do you mean, Big Ward? I'm glad you asked. As always, thank you for asking. I appreciate crowd participation. Now, if you look back 30 to 40 years ago, whether you were living or not, you know somebody that was living, and you can ask them to see if I'm telling you the truth. There was once a time when women were feminine, men were masculine. The men pursued the feminine women. The masculine men, he would see a woman he was interested in. She didn't have to break the ice. She didn't have to do nothing but just be feminine, just be a woman. The man did everything. The man saw that woman with her dress on down to her ankles. And he looked at her like, ooh, she's sexy. She's bad. I wanted to know her. But I'm probably going to have to go through, I know her dad, or whatever, her dad named Mr. Robert, you know what I'm saying? He worked down at the farmer's market. And her mom named Miss Susie. She a school teacher. So you knew all that back then. Right? But as a man, we would go into hot pursuit for that particular woman that we wanted. She didn't have to lift her finger. All she had to do was be feminine and classy. The man did the rest. The masculinity in the man kicks in when he saw that woman he wanted, and he got in the hot pursuit like Roscoe P. Coltrane. So he introduced himself, and she was responsive because she might not want to be bothered, what have you, but she did it in a respectful way. He introduced himself, see if she's single, does she have a boyfriend, what have you. Because back then we respected if you had a boyfriend. Even if you weren't married, if you had a boyfriend, we would respect that. Because we knew back then the only type of women that would cheat on their boyfriends, if they had one, was sluts, which was rare. It wasn't a whole bunch of sluts running around everywhere, right? So we would pursue that woman. Once, we introduced ourselves and she was responsive, even if it was just a little bit. She didn't have to be all crazy for you, like you the best looking man she ever seen in her life. And she just gave you, hey, how you doing? And you ask her name, and she tell you her name, it's on from that point on, even if she tell you she ain't looking for nobody. We gonna pursue her. Not in a creepy way, but the man was gonna do the pursuing. And usually, unless she made it totally clear, leave me the F alone, he was gonna keep on going till he got her. Flowers, ask her out on dates. If she say no, he gonna ask her again. A couple of days later, if she say no, he gonna ask her again. He gonna still bring her some flowers, even though she said no on the date. I know y'all find it hard to believe, fella, but I'm telling you the truth now. I'm going somewhere with this. I just follow along. And that's how we did. But the juice back then was worth the squeeze. It was worth the effort that we was putting in to try to get that woman. Because if you got her, you had yourself something. So she was worth working for. She was worth pursuing. She was worth the effort. She was feminine. We were masculine. Well, I was a little boy then, but men, you know what I'm saying. I was a little boy, I wasn't pursuing shit. But a big wheel and a kickball game somewhere in the neighborhood. I wasn't pursuing no woman. I was a little boy. But I'm just telling you what I know about men back then because I saw them. So, now fast forward to where we are today. Nowadays, a lot of times the men are more feminine, even the straight men. I ain't talking about, the community, the LGBTQP2RSTUVY. I ain't talking about them. The straight men nowadays a lot of times don't have much masculinity in them because they're raised by a single mom. So even if they straight, they're still kind of feminine. They don't know how a man's supposed to operate, how a man's supposed to move. And vice versa, the women are more masculine now. Strong, independent, don't need a man. Can do anything a man can do, right? I'm going somewhere with this, following as the topic of the video states. As the title. Nowadays, women have, because of feminism, believe that they can do anything that a man can do. Okay, let's give them that then, fellas. Let's make it possible for them. Let's make it happen. Let's oblige them, if I said that right. They can do anything a man can do. Let's hold them to that. They're masculine, strong, independent. So what we're going to do now, since times have changed, this is not the old days like I described earlier. Times have changed. So we're going to do this different. We're going to do this according to the times we're living in. Since it's not the old days of how it used to be, what we're going to do now, fellas, we're going to let them strong, independent, masculine women that can do anything a man can do, we're going to let them do what men used to do. They got to do the pursuing. They got to pursue us then. Hold up, follow me. You're strong. Don't go off on me yet, lady. You're strong. I'm not talking about the still feminine women. I'm not talking to y'all. But it's not many of y'all, so. But to these fellas, to these strong, independent, masculine women that's running around out here, we do not holler at them no more. We do no pursuing. None of that. If she wants you, she needs to pursue you. If you are somebody she's interested in, she needs to holler at you. She needs to do the pursuing. She's strong, she's independent, and she's masculine. All male traits. So if you're going to have these male characteristics, you're going to have to live a male's life. You're going to have to take up men responsibilities. When a man was once responsible for pursuing the woman, the feminine woman, because he was masculine, since you women are masculine, since you women are strong and independent, y'all going to live up to that. From here on out, fellas, listen to me. If y'all ain't already on this page right here, unless it's a feminine woman, we do no pursuing. None whatsoever. I don't care how fine she is, how bad she is, none of that matters. If she's masculine, she's one of them self-proclaimed, strong, independent women, you don't holler at her. She pursue you. She's living in her masculinity. Don't fall for that. A masculine man is supposed to bring her out of her masculinity back into her femininity. We don't do that over here. She gonna be feminine up front without our help, because men have never had to bring a woman into her femininity. That's who she already was before she ever met the man. A feminine woman is a feminine woman, man or no man. So you telling me, ladies, that you're going to be masculine if there was no men in existence? No, you're going to still be feminine. So how are you masculine, and I'm supposed to bring you out of your masculinity into a femininity if you around a strong, bullshit? You're going to be feminine before I even get with you, or I ain't getting with you. Before I even pursue you, you feminine. If you're not feminine, you're going to pursue me. You're going to holler at me, or we ain't doing nothing. And that's fine. You ain't got to. Like, I ain't hollering at no man. You ain't got to, because I don't really want your type no way. Most men don't want your type. That's why we ain't pursuing you, because you ain't something we really want no way. But if you happen to holler at me and pursue me, I might think about it. But if you ain't doing that, I don't want you no way. So it ain't no love lost. You keeping your coochie, your money. You're off the market. What I've heard a lot of you strong, independent, masculine, you don't need a woman, not need a man type women. Your type, men are not missing. Most of us, if not all of us that are single, are out here craving a feminine, submissive, by nature woman. Not some woman we got to bring into her femininity, whatever. She's masculine, but I got to be more masculine than her to make her feminine again. We're not looking for that. Men are out here craving. I'm talking real men. I don't know what the scrub craving, the busters and the simp lane, whatever. They put up whatever y'all dish out. They just whatever. You can do them any kind of way. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the real men that don't play, don't take no shit off nobody, which is moi. I'm craving a feminine, submissive woman that's feminine before she knew me. That's who I will pursue. And if that's not who you are and what you are, you're going to pursue me, or we will never meet ever in life. And that's fine. You don't care, and I don't care either. Because I can hear y'all now. Big boy, I don't care. I don't never meet you. I'm strong, independent. I don't need you. The feeling is mutual, is what I'm trying to explain to you right here. If you listen, the feeling is mutual. I don't need you either. I don't want you either. That's why I ain't pursuing you. Not saying if you bad, I won't get with you. But the only way I'm going to get with you is if you pursue me. We have a chance to be with each other. But you got to bow down. You're going to have to humble yourself for me, a guy like me. Which maybe to you is nothing. I may not be nothing to you, but I'm a whole hell of a lot to me. So therefore, fellas, this applies to y'all too. I'm not talking about just me. I'm hoping you feel that way about yourself too as a man. A masculine, handle your business, stand on business, real man. This applies to you too. If these masculine, independent, strong women don't pursue you, don't you ever speak to them another day in your life. No compliments, no hello, how you doing, no holding the door open, no fixing their flat tires, no pumping their gas, do you need help with your groceries? None of that. They don't exist. The way they do us is how we gonna do them from here on out. You know how they ignore you like they don't see you? They in their car looking straight ahead, they don't look at acknowledge you. You could be riding in a Lamborghini, they act like they don't see you. You know everybody see a Lamborghini. These type of women, you could be in a Lamborghini, they act like they don't see you, like you ain't did nothing, like you really haven't accomplished something. They downgrade you and downplay you like that, so we're gonna do them the same way. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. What's good for the gander is good for the goose. If you can't beat them, join them. They don't see me, I don't see them. They don't pursue me, I don't talk to them. They don't pursue you, you don't talk to them. If she's feminine, submissive, sweet, and you can see that, because when they like that, you can feel it just oozes off of them. The femininity just bubbles up off of them, and you can feel it, you can smell the feminine. Then you better go pursue her before somebody else get her. You pursue her, you get in hot pursuit of her. If it ain't that, you don't see her. From here on out, this day and time, masculine, strong, independent women, y'all gonna have to pursue men. Men, make them pursue you. If they strong and independent, don't need a man type chick, they must pursue you or never have a man another day in their life. Let them be okay with slapping their girlfriend on the ass in the club. Hey, you know how they be doing. And we're going to be fine with that. If we never get to communicate with them a day in our life, we're going to be fine with that. Do you hear me, fellas? And I mean this. This is how we're going to change this dynamic. The masculine, strong, independent women gets no acknowledgement. None. No protection, no help, no hello, how you doing? They don't exist. They must be punished for being out of order. If we out of order as men, we must be punished. And we have been. For a couple of decades now, we have been punished as men because we out of order. I admit that. I was out of order. I was not living up to my full potential that the Creator put me out here to do. I am now, but I was punished for a long time for relinquishing my role as a man. A lot of us have been punished, but now the punishment is over. Now it's their turn. The woman who's out of line, out of order. We cannot afford to be out of line and out of order with them. Let them suffer the consequences of their actions on their own. We've had enough. So now it's time for men to take their rightful place as leaders again. To be there for the type of women that we're supposed to have. The feminine, submissive women. We need to take back our spot so we can be there for that type of woman, so we can get with her and start back raising the type of families and the type of kids that's supposed to be out here instead of you killers and gangsters. Because you decide to procreate with a strong, independent, don't need a man woman. And she can raise them kids by herself. She wishes herself happy Father's Day on Father's Day. We don't do nothing with them no more. No kids, no relationship, no casual sex, nothing. We need to put them in a category with the Pookies and Ray Rays and let them disappear. And over there with the racists and the bigots, let them all disappear. The strong, independent woman, Pookie and Ray Ray, the racist bigots, few more people that's bad on humankind, we need to put them all in one big basket and float them on up the river. That's just my solution. to a problem that we have going on nowadays, the dynamic between men and women. We're going to start there, fellas. This ain't no end all, be all, end all, whatever you call it. But it's a start. From here on out, masculine women gonna have to, if they masculine, strong, independent, can do anything a man can do, y'all gonna have to do what a man do, which is pursue. You got to pursue me, strong, independent woman. Hey, what's your name? Handsome. Oh, I'm Big Water Jeans on YouTube. Have you subscribed to my channel? No, I ain't never heard of you. Well, I can't talk to you till you subscribe to my channel. They must pursue us from here on out, fellas. Strong, independent, masculine, can do anything a man can do. Well, you're going to do what a man's supposed to do then. You're going to pursue. Get it, got it, good. Bye.